A day many will never forget. Some sad news now to share. Native American activist Frank LaMere has died after a battle with cancer. New at 5, Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Zach Worthington has that story for us tonight. Zach?
Yeah, Rod and Megan, friends and family say Frank was never afraid to challenge the status quo. He'll be remembered as a man of great passion who was committed to making the world a better place for all people. A well-known civil rights activist passed away Sunday night. Frank LaMere of the Winnebago tribe had recently undergone surgery for bile duct cancer. He was instrumental in activism throughout Nebraska, leading the fight against beer sales in White Clay and using his voice to speak out against the in-custody death of a Native American man in Omaha.
He was a very compassionate, loving man that cared for everyone, and I mean everyone. It's a huge loss because he was always the voice of reason. When this activism work, this politics work, it gets heated. There's disagreements. But he's the voice of reason that, hey, we stay focused on what matters.
Frank was also known as an eloquent public speaker who was extremely resilient. He was dedicated to his principles, helping to inspire young Native Americans just like Michelle, who met Frank when she was in high school. She says Frank inspired her to combat some of the lazy stereotypes about Native people commonly seen in the media.
And Frank wanted to prove that wrong. He wanted to prove that no, you could be whatever you want as a Native American. Native Americans are beautiful, Native Americans are smart, and they're strong. And so that's why he took that leadership in the Democratic Party, because he wanted Native Americans to get involved and Native Americans to run for office.
One of Frank's greatest triumphs happened in 2017 when 4 beer-only liquor stores in White Clay were ordered to be shut down. Sobriety has long been a part of Frank's movement among Natives. Dennis Carlson worked alongside Frank in White Clay. He says Frank was one of a kind and there will never be another like him.
One thing Frank often said was that the only way you make social progress, make social change, is that you make yourself uncomfortable and you make other people uncomfortable.
The people who knew Frank best say they will miss fighting for justice alongside him. They say there's still a lot of work to be done, and Frank will be with them every step of the way.
He still wants us to fight for justice. There's still a lot of injustices that we need to fight. So the battle's not over yet, but Frank LaMere's spirit will always be with us.
Frank will be missed by many in our community. There will be a vigil held tonight at the Lincoln Indian Center at 7 o'clock. Everyone is encouraged to come out and pay their respects.
Yes, and we plan on being at that vigil tonight, so we'll bring you that coverage tonight at 10 o'clock. Thank you, Zach. Still ahead on the news at 5.